like what would be the thought forms, how the thoughts are created? Because we say, especially in meditation, we have to get rid of the thoughts. So can you say something about the thoughts, sir?
A mind is a bundle of thoughts. Now, what kind of thoughts worry us? It is only the negative thoughts that worry us. The positive thoughts help us. There are two types of thoughts: negative thoughts and positive thoughts. We are here to weed out negative thoughts and encourage cultivation of positive thoughts. So there are two minds, a negative mind and a positive mind. The negative mind is the material mind, always thinking about material aspects. The positive mind is the spiritual mind, always thinking about spiritual aspects. So in meditation, the negative mind becomes decimated, and the positive mind gets enhanced. So mind is two things: negative mind and positive mind. Thoughts are two types: negative thoughts and positive thoughts. Negative thoughts are separative thoughts. Positive thoughts are uniting thoughts. So we get rid of all negative thoughts in meditation when we observe breathing, and the positive thoughts get strengthened. The divine mind gets strengthened. The worldly mind gets decimated. Zoom meeting. We have to understand that there are two types of minds. We have to understand that there are two types of thoughts: the negative thoughts and the positive thoughts. The negative thoughts comprise and form the negative mind. The positive thoughts comprise and form a positive mind, a divine mind. We are born with the divine mind, but because we live in the society which is unenlightened, we also acquire a worldly mind, a material mind, which is giving all the problems and confusion, illness to everybody. When you come into meditation, when you practice meditation, that part of the mind gets decimated. That negative mind, that material mind, and the body becomes energized. You understand that the physical body is nothing but energy body. When you understand that the physical body is the energy body, the body has become enlightened. When you understand that mind is another part of the self, then you become enlightened. So, mind is not just one, mind is two. Negative mind and the positive mind. Every mind is a bundle of thoughts. The negative mind is a bundle of negative thoughts. The positive mind, the divine mind, is a bundle of positive thoughts. So, see, it's like this, when you practice music, cultivate your vocal cords. A Bhimsen Joshi comes, a Lata Mangeshkar comes. But if you don't practice music, then your voice is not perfect. The vocal cords are there, but they are not perfect. Similarly, the mind is there, but it is not perfect. Before meditation, you are stuck up with a worldly mind. After meditation, you are glowing in a divine mind. After practice of music, your voice, your vocal cords become bright, sweet. Like Bhimsen Joshi, or Lata Mangeshkar, or Naduri Srinivas, or Bharadwaja Krishna. See, music is so very great. You know how to sing. Singing is a new faculty for non-singers. But the vocal cords are the same for everybody. The vocal cords need to be trained. Long hours of practice are required to sing perfectly. Everybody should become a singer, and everybody should become a meditator. Thank you, Shalini.
Thank you, sir. Sir, as you were saying, we also say breath is very important in the meditation. So there's a huge and significant role of breath. So can you say, sir, you have been saying it is a gateway also. So a few words on that too.
Breath is the most wonderful thing that you have. The breath is there with you right from the beginning of your birth, the physical body. and it will last until the final moments of vacating the physical body. Breath is a constant companion, breath is a constant sustainer of the body, giving life force to the body, giving energy to the body. So that breath, which is giving life force to the whole body all the time, why don't you give some time to the breath? Why don't you become one with the breath? See, if something is all important, you must give a lot of attention to that all important thing. So in meditation, we are giving importance to that all important thing called as breath. We are becoming one with the breath. No chanting of any mantras. The mouth is a lower apparatus. The nose is a higher apparatus. If you are in the mouth, you are in the lower worlds. If you are in the nose, you are in the higher worlds. You have to drop the mouth and go into the pyramid called as the nose, where there is breath. And the breath will take you to the third eye position. Ajna chakra, Sudarshan chakra, Guru chakra. This mouth, we have to be very careful. Material world people are always bothered about the mouth, eating and speaking. But stop eating, stop to the nose, start observing the breathing. Then the mind becomes empty. The worldly mind becomes empty, and you are glowing in a divine mind. Your third eye is active. So mouth is the lower apparatus, the nose is the higher apparatus. There is a breath in the nose. You must become one with the breath. You have become one with your husband. You have become one with your mother, father. You have become one with your child, your neighbor, but you have not become one with your breath. That's a very sorry state of affairs. We want, above all, relationship. Establish a relationship with your own breath. Your breath is your primary for you. It comes before your husband, before your wife, before your mom, before your dad. Your breath comes first. You come before that. Before everything else, you come yourself. So when you are with your breath, you are deep into your own self, the cosmic self. That's why we want everybody to become one with the breath. Become one with the normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tender, peaceful, tranquil breath, my dear friends. Yes, my dear Shalini.
Wow, lovely, sir. Thanks a lot. Sir, as you were also saying about chakras, we had a question from the participant. They mentioned, if we are in higher chakra, does it mean we have completed our learnings with the lower chakras, or we keep improving on multiple chakras simultaneously?
We deal with the chakras at a multi-dimensional level. Sometimes we activate the higher chakras, then we go to the lower chakras. Sometimes we activate the lower chakras, then we go to the higher chakras. It's an option we have. Like the option we have to seek material goals first and then later on spiritual goals, or to seek spiritual goals first and then material goals. The higher chakras are not higher chakras, the lower chakras are not lower chakras, they're alternate chakras. They're different dimensional realities. Each one helps the other. When you are fulfilled in the material chakras, you are easily accessing the spiritual chakras. Similarly, when you are accessing the spiritual chakras, the material chakras become highly accessible to you. So, there are no lower and higher chakras. The material chakras are not lower, the spiritual chakras are not higher. But the term sticks for us to understand it, that's all. It's a question of language. It's not a question of reality. Every chakra is important, as important as any other chakra. Muladhara is as important as Swadhisthana. Swadhisthana is as important as Manipuraka. Manipuraka is as important as Anahata. Anahata is as important as Vishuddha. Vishuddha is as important as Ajna. And finally you become Chakratita, that you are reaching the Sahasra state. There are 6 chakras, and there is a Chakratita sthiti, when you are beyond all the chakras. When you develop all the chakras, you are beyond all the chakras. Then you are into serving others. which is Sahasrara. Yes, Baba, everything is important. Every chakra is important. As important as every other chakra. In the 6 chakras, where we call the first 3 chakras as the lower chakras, and the other 3 chakras we call the higher chakras. But every chakra is as important as any other chakra. Yes, Shalini.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. It was a very deep understanding, sir, through your message. We can take whichever we want, we work on it and come back. That was a great message, sir. Thank you. So we have our little master, Kushi Reddy, with us. So
yes.
I want to share a few words with you.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to everyone. I'm Kushi Reddy, and I wanted to share an experience which I got during meditation. So I got that when I was doing meditation in the King's Chamber once, I saw a vision, like there were children, they were going on a field trip, and they went to a nature, like a forest kind of place where there were a lot of trees and nature, and they didn't care for the nature at all. And the nature and all turned into monsters and scared them. And the children and the teacher did meditation, and then they spoke with the trees and nature.
There are 2 types of thoughts: negative thoughts and positive thoughts. We are here to weed out negative thoughts and encourage cultivation of positive thoughts. So there are 2 minds, a negative mind and a positive mind. The negative mind is the material mind, always thinking about material aspects. The positive mind is the spiritual mind, always thinking about spiritual aspects. So in meditation, the negative mind becomes decimated, and the positive mind gets enhanced. So mind is 2 things: negative mind and positive mind. Thoughts are 2 types: negative thoughts and positive thoughts. Negative thoughts are separative thoughts. Positive thoughts are uniting thoughts. So we get rid of all negative thoughts in meditation when you observe the breathing, and the positive thoughts get strengthened. The divine mind gets strengthened. The worldly mind gets decimated. We have to understand that there are 2 types of minds. We have to understand that there are 2 types of thoughts: the negative thoughts and the positive thoughts. The negative thoughts comprise and form the negative mind. The positive thoughts comprise and form a positive mind, a divine mind. We are born with the divine mind, but because we live in the society which is unenlightened, we also acquire a worldly mind, a material mind, which is giving all the problems and confusion, illness to everybody. When you come into meditation, when you practice meditation, that part of the mind gets decimated. That negative mind, that material mind, and the body becomes energized. You understand that the physical body is nothing but energy body. When you understand that physical body is the energy body, the body has become enlightened. When you understand that mind is another part of the self, then you become enlightened. So mind is not just one, mind is 2. Negative mind and the positive mind. Every mind is a bundle of thoughts. The negative mind is a bundle of negative thoughts. The positive mind, the divine mind, is a bundle of positive thoughts. So see, it's like this, when you practice music, cultivate your vocal cords. A Bhimsen Joshi comes, a Lata Mangeshkar comes. But if you don't practice music, then your voice is not perfect. The vocal cords are there, but they are not perfect. Similarly, the mind is there, but it is not perfect. Before meditation, you are stuck up with a worldly mind. After meditation, you are glowing in a divine mind. After practice of music, your voice, your vocal cords become bright, sweet. Like Bhimsen Joshi, or Lata Mangeshkar, or Shivani Shivani, or Balamandi Krishna. See, music is so very great. You know how to sing. Singing is a new faculty for non-singers. But the vocal cords are the same for everybody. The vocal cords need to be trained. Long hours of practice are required to sing perfectly. Everybody should become a singer. And everybody should become a meditator. Thank you, Shalini.
Thank you, sir. Sir, as you were saying, we also say breath is very important in the meditation. So there's a huge and significant role of breath. So can you say, sir, you have been saying it is a gateway also. So a few words on that too.
Breath is the most wonderful thing that you have. The breath is there with you right from the beginning of your birth, the physical body. And it will last until the final moments of vacating the physical body. Breath is a constant companion, breath is a constant sustainer of the body. Giving life force to the body, giving energy to the body. So that breath, which is giving life force to the whole body all the time, why don't you give some time to the breath? Why don't you become one with the breath? See, if something is all important, you must give a lot of attention to that all important thing. So in meditation, we are giving importance to that all important thing called as breath. We are becoming one with the breath. No chanting of any mantras. The mouth is the lower apparatus. The nose is the higher apparatus. If you are in the mouth, you are in the lower worlds. If you are in the nose, you are in the higher worlds. You have to drop the mouth and go into the pyramid called as the nose, where there is breath. And the breath will take you to the third eye position. Ajna chakra, Sudarshan chakra, Guru chakra. This mouth, we have to be very careful. Material world people are always bothered about the mouth, eating and speaking. But stop eating to the nose. Start observing the breathing. Then the mind becomes empty. The worldly mind becomes empty. And you are glowing in a divine mind. Your third eye is active. So mouth is the lower apparatus. The nose is the higher apparatus. There is a breath in the nose. You must become one with the breath. You have become one with your husband. You have become one with your mother, father. You have become one with your child, your neighbor, but you have not become one with your breath. That's a very sorry state of affairs. We want, above all, relationship. Establish a relationship with your own breath. Your breath is your primary for you. It comes before your husband, before your wife, before your mom, before your dad. Your breath comes to you. You come before that. Before everything else, you come yourself. So when you are with your breath, you are deep into your own self, the cosmic self. That's why we want everybody to become one with the breath. Become one with the normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tender, peaceful, tranquil breath, my dear friends. Yes, my dear Shalini.
Wow, lovely, sir. Thanks a lot. Sir, as you were also saying about chakras, we had a question from the participant. They mentioned, if we are in higher chakra, does it mean we have completed our learnings with the lower chakras, or we keep improving on multiple chakras simultaneously?
We deal with the chakras at a multi-dimensional level. Sometimes we activate the higher chakras, then we go to the lower chakras. Sometimes we activate the lower chakras, then we go to the higher chakras. It's an option we have. Like the option we have to seek material goals first and then later on spiritual goals, or to seek spiritual goals first, then the material goals. The higher chakras are not higher chakras, the lower chakras are not lower chakras, they are alternate chakras. There are different dimensional realities. Each one helps the other. When you are fulfilled in the material chakras, you are easily accessing the spiritual chakras. Similarly, when you are accessing the spiritual chakras, the material chakras become highly accessible to you. So, there are no lower and higher chakras. The material chakras are not lower, the spiritual chakras are not higher. But the term sticks for us to understand it, that's all. It's a question of language. It's not a question of reality. Every chakra is important as any other chakra. Muladhara is as important as Swadhisthana. Swadhisthana is as important as Manipuraka. Manipuraka is as important as Anahata. Anahata is as important as Vishuddha. Vishuddha is as important as Agna. And finally you become Chakratita, that you are reaching the Sahasra state. There are 6 chakras, and there is a Chakratita sthiti, when you are beyond all the chakras. When you have developed all the chakras, you are beyond all the chakras. Then you are into serving others, which is Sahasrara. Yes, Baba, everything is important, every chakra is important, as important as every other chakra. In the 6 chakras, where we call the first 3 chakras as the lower chakras, and the other 3 chakras we call the higher chakras. But every chakra is as important as any other chakra. Yes, Shalini.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. It was a very deep understanding, sir, through your message. We can take whichever we want, we work on it and come back. That was a great message, sir. Thank you. So we have our little master Kushi Reddy with us. So
yes,
I want to share a few words with you.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to everyone. I'm Kushi Reddy, and I wanted to share an experience which I got during meditation. So I got that when I was doing meditation in the King's Chamber once, I saw a vision, like there were children that were going on a field trip, and they went to a nature's like a forest kind of place where there were a lot of trees and nature, and they didn't care for the nature at all, and the nature and all turned into monsters and scared them, and the children and the teacher did meditation, and then they spoke with the trees and nature, and the nature became normal, and they cared for the nature afterwards.
Wow. You are still in the Pyramid Valley?
Yes, sir.
We have all become fans of you. Since our last meeting.
Sir, and I also wanted to show you one of my drawings which I did last year.
Please do it.
Sir, I drew a mandala art.
Wow, wow, wow. A mandala is a very difficult thing to do. That's very great.
Thank you, sir.
Lovely, Kushi.
You
Yes,
are still in Pyramid Valley?
Yes, sir.
Tell about her.
So, dear friends,
Yes,
Kushi Reddy is here at Pyramid Valley from past 1 month. So, she is 8-year-old kid, and she has been facing type 1 diabetes. And through her grandparents, she came to know about meditation and Pyramid Valley. And now she is in Pyramid Valley, and she does 3 hours of meditation. And after this meditation, her blood sugar levels have come down, and she has also reduced the intake of insulin. And let me say you, she's been enjoying this campus, spending with everyone, sharing her experience. serving at Annadana, reading books, attending her online sessions. And Patri sir, she has been waiting for your visit, and they have planned to stay till you visit Pyramid Valley.
Wow. My pleasure.
Thank you.
So,
Yes, Shalini.
dear friends, let us hear another experience from our participant today. So I call upon Mr. Preetham Satish to share his experience.
Thank you, Shalini ji. Thank you, Patriji, Chandraji, and all the other masters for giving me an opportunity to relate my experiences with meditation. My name is Preetham Satish. I've been meditating since October last year. This is my...
You are from which place? You are from which place?
I'm from Bangalore.
Okay.
And this is my third 40-day session. I'm an entrepreneur. I run healthcare educational institutions with my family, which we co-founded in 2004, and we run to this day. I also co-founded a healthcare technology company in 2016. That was acquired several years later. And since then, I've been working on new projects with my family and independently. That was just a quick background about me. I'm also an avid practitioner of Japanese martial art called ninjutsu since 18 years. And I've been teaching it for 10 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. So, just want to give you a background about how I started on the meditation journey as well. In October last year, I was going through probably what was one of the most difficult periods of my life. And I reached out to Karthikeyan uncle, who's someone I admire and respect very much, and sought his advice. My family's known him, and I've known him for almost the entirety of my life. And he asked me to join the ongoing 40-day program the following day. And I was there promptly the next morning. And with just one session, it made a tremendous difference. It was almost like a balm over pain, over suffering, just with that particular session that day. In fact, often people say this is one of the popular myths that benefits of meditation take a while to set in, and that wasn't true in my case at all. It was immediate, and that was what was so striking for me. So I continued practicing diligently to this day for 6 months. Now I've been practicing meditation for 6 months now. And I think for me, one of the first impacts meditation had was helping me deal with adversity. And it wasn't just gaining comfort with it, but also actively learning from it, and helping me grow. Fear, all of my fears, worries, they all disappeared. And I never found myself coming short, if I say so, for the last few months. And I think over the course of meditating, I think probably I had this imagery, this vision that showed up. And I think that's been a very helpful metaphor for me to help me deal with adversity. On one particular morning, I had this vision of a sheet of paper that gently sort of drifts and floats and falls to the ground, as against, say, a ball or a hard object that darts to the ground. And to me, at that point, I felt that falling to the ground in both cases was inevitable because of gravity, but there was a kind of elegance and grace and gentleness with, with that quality to that sheet of paper. And I was quite attracted to that idea. And for some reason, that particular image was burnished in my memory. And I've derived great meaning out of it. And it's helped me, it's given form to cultivate behavior or for that matter, a perception towards adversity. And in many ways, that was one of my, I developed a sense of calmness, and that was one of my first real insight to equanimity. And rather than just intellectually understanding it in the past, I really felt it. And some of the other benefits have not just been, the big, profound changes, but also the small details in everyday interactions. It's taught me to be more present, more mindful of the little things, especially in my interactions with my family and my children, to be present, to be alive to that moment. And along the way, I think there's also been a big shift in how I frame situations, as in to see the positive side of it, and also not take things personally, in the sense that I don't have to look at everything as though it's intended for me. So instead, use it as an opportunity to develop steadiness and to develop the ability to have a broader perspective. If I have to just, maybe look at a direct transfer of skills from meditation to real life, it's that you witness everything in real life like you would witness your breath, without judgment. And while I'm at it, I've learned to, embrace, to live life more deeply, to be present to every moment. Because before this, I think I've sort of lived my life as highlights, so to speak. So I just remember like pieces of the big moments per se. But to me, meditating regularly has helped me savor the little details along the way. And I think that's been one of my most important learnings so far. Thank you.
Very great, Swamiji. Absolutely marvelous. The little things becomes very important after meditation. The little things become great things.
Yes.
The small becomes beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
And the metaphor of the paper falling happily, lightly onto the ground is very great metaphor. That's what happens for the whole life. We ride the adversity in a very gracious manner. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Patriji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Preetham. So, Patri sir, now Ms. Ananti is with us with another question.
Yes.
Thanks, Shalini, and namaste, sir. So, just before the question, I just want to say that I'm very happy that I was able to complete a 41-day session in Tamil, sir. And I, being a great listener, I'm just starting to talk also. So I'm just so happy about it. I just wanted to tell you about that, sir.
Wow, wow.
Thank you, sir. And my question today, sir, is generally about the employer and the employee relationship, sir. Generally, we always have situations where we employ people even at home, sir. So how do we apply this spiritual law of equality, sir, that nobody is greater than me, nobody is lesser than me? How do we apply? Can you just explain with some examples, sir?
We don't apply a spiritual law. We become the spiritual law. When we become a spiritual law, automatically everything flows from us. We don't apply it as a separate entity. We become spiritual. Jesus became spiritual. So whatever he said was spiritual. Jesus did not apply spirituality to his day-to-day relations. He became spiritual, that's all. Like, you know, from childhood, you become an adolescent. You become aware of your sex organs. Then you think that you are, yes, I am a male, I am a female, and all those things. Before that, as a child, you don't have those sexual connotations. It's a natural phenomenon, natural growth. Every boy, every girl has to have their sexual feelings as they grow up. So when they have those sexual feelings as they grow up, they behave automatically accordingly. Similarly, when anybody becomes spiritual, automatically that spiritual application will be there. You don't separately apply. You become spiritual, that's all. How do you become spiritual? 3 hours of meditation, 2 hours of swadhyaya, and 1 hour of sajjan sangat every day. So you become spiritual. Once you do become spiritual, automatically whatever you do is applied spirituality. You develop spiritual organs. As you develop sex organs, you develop spiritual organs in natural course, and you become spiritual. When you become spiritual, every action becomes spiritual automatically. It is not an artificial thing or a forced thing. It's a natural phenomenon. We don't apply spirituality, we become spiritual. That is the upshot.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So the basic thing is friendship. Friendship is one which we have to cultivate.
See, difference of opinion will always be there between employer and employee. But that should not give rise to animosities. Difference of opinion should be only difference of opinion, not creation of animosities between employer and employed, between husband and wife, between parents and children. All these categories are there. Difference of opinion is welcome. So it should not transform itself into animosities. That's where spirituality helps. Spirituality makes you recognize those differences of opinions and respect those differences. Adjust accordingly. You may adjust or you may not adjust. That's a different thing. We are not asking you to adjust with anybody else, but you are here to develop an understanding of everybody. You can adjust only with those people who are amicable to you, whether parents or spouses, or siblings, or employers and employees. If you don't like an employee, kick him out, but without any animosity. You separate your friendships, you end your friendships without animosities, and create new friendships, new relationships. We are not asking anybody to continue old relationships in spite of dislikes. You end your relationships or friendships, but without any animosities. And that's what happens when you become spiritual. That's what naturally happens to everybody who is spiritual. I have ended many friendships, but without any animosities. Many people who are with me for the past 30 years, they ended their friendship with me. Very fine with me. I have also ended my friendship with them. For 13 friendship. For various reasons, they become unfriendly. So I have also become unfriendly and ended those relationships. So what? We don't have any animosity or enmity when we are ending the relationships or friendships. We create new friendships. The whole world is very wide. And whenever I want to make a friend, Ananti is always there.
Yes, sir.
Sagar is always there.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's it.
Sir. Thank you, sir. It's very clear now, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ananti ma'am.
Yes.
The formula was
proceed.
very nice, sir. 3 + 2 + 1, meditation, reading books, and sharing of experiences. It was very nice, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now we have Shreyan sir with us. So, dear friends, many of you know Mr. Shreyan Daga, who has been the great and major role in this beautiful and serene Pyramid Valley. Hi, sir.
Hello, sir. Pranam, sir. Hi, Shalini.
Where are you now?
Sir, I'm in Maldives.
Maldives. Oh.
You can see the water behind, sir.
Yeah.
Really enjoying
Very
your
great.
wisdom,
We are
sir.
all with you. We are all with you in Maldives, friends.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good to see everyone together, sir. Sagar, Chandra, Vani, Shalini, everyone together. Good to see you, sir. Everyone together. Varamurthy.
We
Sir,
are
I have one
together.
question.
Yes.
I mean, somebody asked me, so I'm just repeating that question for you. Like Samit, so we are taking birth and death again and again, but we are an enlightened soul. We are evolved soul. Then why this is a cycle of birth and death? Why God created this cycle?
The cycle of... Why not? Why you created a football match? Why you created a boxing match? Why man created a boxing arena, a boxing game? You enlighten me, why man has created a boxing game? Why they hit each other? Is it a sport or a game, or is it a wild activity? What do you say about boxing? Science Daga.
Yeah, just sport.
Why man created that? So, if boxing has been created by a man for sport, the whole birth and death is also a sport from the point of view of God, from the point of enlightenment. Everything is a sport. And we want more sports, more games. Nothing gets born, nothing gets died. But illusions are born and illusions die. Reality is never born, never dies. Illusions born. It's a game of illusions. Right. Birth and death is a game of illusions. Like boxing is a game of illusions. Both are friends, but in the arena, boxing arena, they are enemies of each other. They hit each other. Otherwise, out of the ring, boxing ring, they are friends. They are great friends, following the same profession. But in the boxing ring, they punch each other. England cricket and India cricket, we have played cricket. There's a lot of animosity on the field, but in the pavilion, they're all friends because of practicing the same cricket art.
Yes.
So, as man created the boxing, the God created the life and death. Go into that field, life and death. Be born many times, become mature, and become friendly in spite of the boxing, in spite of the punching. It's a very great training, Baba.
Yes. Great, sir.
Just as man created boxing, God created reincarnation, life and death.
Yes.
For every soul. Boxing is there for every soul. Cricket is there for every soul. Swimming is there for every soul. Similarly, birth and death are there for every soul. The more enlightened you are, the more dramatic you become in your lives and deaths. The more fun it becomes. You begin to enjoy all those births and deaths. You don't lament them. When you are not learning the game, you are lamenting it. But when you are learning the game, you are appreciating the game. The more enlightened you are, the more appreciative you become of lives and deaths, of births and deaths, of punches, of insults, of losing everything, of gaining everything. Every situation becomes adventurous for you, the more enlightened you are. So you accept more births, you accept more deaths. It's like Amitabh Bachchan taking up many roles in the movies, more than 200, 300 cinemas. Why did he take up the roles in different cinemas, Amitabh Bachchan? He wants those roles. What is the cinema? Cinema is a role. So what's the life and death? It's a role you are playing. Like Amitabh Bachchan wants always some film to be there. So we want always some life and death to be there with us, some body to be there with us, to play a game, to play act like a Amitabh Bachchan. All the world is the stage. We are all mere actors. We strut and do all part and depart. Why should we not act in the stage? The stage is very inviting. The more enlightened you are, the more the stage is inviting to you. And I'm sure Amitabh Bachchan will go on acting until his last breath. And we'll enjoy seeing Amitabh Bachchan in every role. We want more roles by Amitabh Bachchan. So Amitabh Bachchan is a great actor. Similarly, great enlightened souls, they come back again and again, like Shreyans Daga. Another lifetime, another role in another movie. We are all happy to see Shreyans Daga, Baba, playing his role wonderfully. You are such an inspiration for all of us, Shreyans.
Sir, you are the inspiration, guide, everything for all of us.
Seeing you is like seeing a Amitabh Bachchan movie. Or seeing the cricket match, hitting. Who is the wicket keeper now? India.
I don't know.
Who's the wicket keeper now? He is hitting very hard. Rishabh Pant. He is playing very beautifully nowadays. Right. So we want Rishabh Pant to see in every cricket match, hit sixes easily. Right. What a wonderful thing to see the sixes. So what a wonderful thing to see Shreyans Daga speak and move and act in different roles.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We are enamored of Shreyans Daga. What is the next movie of Shreyans Daga, Baba?
Nothing, sir. Coming to Pyramid Valley on 19, sir. You are there in that.
Yes, I am there in 19 with PCS.
Yes, sir. I will be there, sir.
Thank you very much, Baba.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You are Rishabh Pant for us. Hitting sixes. Rishabh Pant is our latest India's find. Wicketkeeper batsman. And in the IPL, he has become the captain of Delhi team also now. Rishabh Pant.
Right.
Yes, friends.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Righto. Yes, Sagar.
Hi, sir.
So we have Chandra sir with us.
What's happening, Baba?
So all going great, sir. Wonderful. Hi, Shreyans. Great to see the bridge. See there. So we started our next program, and we're into the second week now. Next 40-day program. Many thanks to Karthikeyan sir, continuing to create a lot of awareness. Actually, some leaders joined. They left a little early this session. So there is one common question that keeps coming up in the initial weeks, that many do not experience anything, while some experience a lot of meditation experiences. So why would this happen? And in many times people are also a little bit disappointment is there, which is the case with me too in the initial months and months of meditation when there's no experiences. So something about the variedness of experiences and why some and why many don't. What's the significance of these in meditation?
See, in the course of lifetimes, every pauper becomes a rich man. Every rich man becomes a pauper. Every male becomes a female. Every female becomes a male. Every samsari becomes a sannyasi. Every sannyasi becomes a samsari. In the course of lifetimes. Similarly, meditators also, in the course of lifetimes of meditation, sometimes, in some lifetimes, they have all the third experiences. Sometimes they don't have any experiences. In the course of lifetimes, everything has been experienced by everybody. When you are seeing from one lifetime, you are depressed. Why I am not having this? Why I am not having that? But when you see the course of lifetimes, everybody has enjoyed everything. Every poor man has become every rich man. Every landless fellow has become every zamindar. Every male has become every female. Every female has become every male. Every king has been reduced to the masses. Every mass has been elevated to the kingship. So every meditator has third eye, and they again lost the third eye. It's all different experience in different lifetimes. Whatever your life experience, life choice in this lifetime, you must follow with it happily. If you are a poor man, be a poor man happily. If you are a rich man, be a rich man happily. If you are a male, be a male happily. If you are a female, be a female happily. If you have got a third eye, be a third eye master happily. If you don't have a third eye, be a non-third eye master happily. Whatever you are, because in every given lifetime, the situation change for everybody, every soul. That's a common factor. You see the whole point from all the lifetimes put together. Then you cannot have any complaints. You cannot have any complaints against yourself or against others. Because everybody will have experienced everything in the course of lifetimes. So you have to shift your focus from one lifetime to all the lifetimes, Chandra. Then you will see that there is no truth in complaining, no truth in feeling wanted in any department. Everybody has experienced everything else. They are not aware that they have experienced it. When you are enlightened, you become aware that you have experienced all those things in the past lifetimes. Or you are going to experience in future lifetimes. So where is the point? If I don't see Amitabh Bachchan movie today, tomorrow I will see it. Or the day after tomorrow I will see it. Someday I will see it. I'll go to the YouTube and see it. When I am convenient, for me, I will see the Amitabh Bachchan movie. The movie cannot go anywhere else. It is there in the YouTube. Whenever I want, I'll go to YouTube and see Amitabh Bachchan's movie. How can I lose Amitabh Bachchan? How can you miss any situation in the course of lifetimes? No way. If it is not in the past, it is in the future. So why worry? Either it is in the past or it is in the future if it is not in the present. So enlightenment makes you free of all these things. You don't feel any lack at all. And you don't feel lack about anybody else also. Everybody is everybody. Everybody is everything. Either in the past or in the future. The future and the past are the same. You go to YouTube and watch every movie whenever you want. You pick up life situations whenever you want and go through them. You have gone through many life situations where you had a beautiful third eye. Now you said, okay, I don't want a third eye. I want only to conduct sessions for others. Well, fine. So please begin to see everything from many lifetimes points of view, not one lifetime point of view. One lifetime point of view is ignorance. Many lifetimes point of view is wisdom, enlightenment. Yes, Chandra.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir. Thank you for that clarification, clarity on this. It's definitely going to put rest to many people's questions. So thank you for agreeing to be inaugurating our first office of Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation. Chance, thanks for agreeing to join. So we're doing this on 19th, dear friends. Those in Bangalore, so more than welcome to join. In HSR layout, we have this office. Yes, sir. So we're doing great, sir. In the last 1 month, we did about 6 corporate programs also, while we're parallelly doing this youth program and this. So the full moon meditation in Kumbh was amazing, sir.
Okay.
We really, really enjoyed the session at that time, sir.
Yes, we had a great flutist.
Yes, sir. Ajay Prasanna, sir.
Ajay Prasanna, what a marvelous, he's the number one India's number one flutist.
Absolutely, sir. He uses a lot of his music in our meditations too, sir, regularly, yes.
Oh, yes, yes.
Especially on
yes,
full
Swami.
moon day, it's wonderful, sir. It's a great energies and meditation was amazing, sir, with you and Ajay Prasanna, sir, and wonderful, sir. Really great experience we had, sir.
Yes. Music is such a wonderful thing.
Yes.
Thank you, Preetham, for sharing. So it's been an amazing journey for Preetham. I didn't know many things that he just shared, sir, today.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Shalini.
Thank you, sir.
Look forward to your visit, sir. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Patriji, sir, we have another question from a participant. Can we hear from Patriji the uniqueness of planet Earth in the whole of the cosmos?
Every planet is unique. Every face of every human being is unique. Chalini's face is unique. Sagar's face is unique. Chandra's face is unique. Which face is not unique? Which planet is not unique? Which universe is not unique? Which being is not unique? Uniqueness is common to everybody, common to all. That is a great beauty. So Earth has got its own uniqueness, its own specialty. You don't get mirchi bhaji anywhere in any other planet. So if you want to eat mirchi bhaji and uggani, you must come to Earth planet. I have come only for enjoying uggani and mirchi bhaji to Earth planet. So in another planet, you will have something else to relish. So we have all come here to Earth planet because of the uniqueness of the Earth planet, to provide so many things which are not available in other planets. The beauty of Shalini's face is not available in any other face. So every planet is unique. Every plant being is unique. Every animal being is unique. Every human being is unique. Every divine being is unique. Every spiritual master is unique. Every non-spiritual idiot is unique. So uniqueness is a constant thing, common thing everywhere, the whole universe, creation. And that's an abundance of uniqueness everywhere. The more you see, there is more there for you to see. It is unending uniqueness. That is the beauty of creation. Unending uniqueness. Wherever you turn your head, you see uniqueness. You see special beauty, special flavor, special sights, special sounds. We have come to the Earth planet because of the uniqueness of the Earth planet. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. There is a valid reason why we are all here. And there will be valid reasons why we will be somewhere else in the creation. Everything happens with valid reasons. The valid reason is an earnestness to see uniqueness. That is the valid reason. Every meditation experience of every meditator is unique. That's why we want to hear every meditation experience. Every coffee that you take every early morning is unique. You want to taste the coffee again early in the morning. Hi, how beautiful that coffee. You drank coffee many times. Every morning you talk, you have your coffee, but again you want tomorrow morning also, and after tomorrow morning also. We would like to see what kind of taste that tomorrow's coffee will have. Uniqueness is there everywhere all the time. And we are all here to enjoy all the uniquenesses all the time. That's about uniqueness.
Thank you, sir. So wonderful to know that. Yes, every morning coffee is unique. Thank you, sir. So we have another senior master here, Dr. GK. He's been in Pyramid Valley for a week, sir. So he wants to say hi to you.
Yeah.
Yes, GK.
Nice hearing you this morning. And after a year, I was in Pyramid Valley, and really, I'm very happy with the energies and the greenery that was developed, the landscaping, and meditation was so good. Met a lot of people coming every day, sir. So the day one when I saw Pyramid Valley is something different, and today is really something different, sir. Really, I didn't thought of it, but it's really a great bonus for me to spend here for 1 week along with the parents. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this great vision.
I am in Bobili, GK.
Oh, sir. So I saw all the programs, sir, in coastal districts, Reval Parliament, Jagannath Pyramid, you were there, and Gunapur. Great,
Yes.
sir. Yes. So a small question, sir.
Yeah.
So how to differentiate between the Bhavaroga and the regular problems we have, which can be reversed, especially in pertaining to senior citizens, sir?
All the rogas, they emanate from Bhava Roga.
Sir.
Every headache, every cancer, every BP, every paralysis, every want in the mind, every depression, every tendency to commit suicide, all this emanates from Bhava Roga. What is Bhava Roga? I want to live. That is the Bhava Roga. Why should you want to live? You are always living. Why should you have a body? When you are attached to the body, it is Bhava Roga. I should exist here in this body. That is Bhava Roga. Why should you exist? You are always existing in some body or other, in some dimension or other. You cannot cease to exist. When you are attached to existence, you are Bhava Roga. That should be, when Bhava Roga is there, you are not enlightened. Only when the Bhava Roga has been decimated, then you are called enlightened.
Yes, sir.
We should be ready to vacate the body at any time. We should be very, very happy to do that. Death is a very happy state of affairs. Death of the body. So those happy state of affairs has been given shape in Bhagavad Gita. Sato va prapsya swargam. When you are killed, you are going to Swarga. Why are you worried about going to Swarga? You should be very happy to go into Swarga. Whenever anybody is very happy about going to Swarga, he doesn't have any Bhava Roga. When he doesn't want to die, he has got Bhava Roga. So GK, your parents need to be enlightened.
Yes, sir.
You need to enlighten yourself for that.
Yes, sir.
No Bhava Roga for anybody.
Yes, sir.
No attachment to the physical body at all. Are you attached to your shadow? Your physical body is another shadow. You never worry about your shadow, whether your shadow is coming with you or not. Why are you bothered about your body? When the body is there or not, you are there. So why are you worried about the body? Whether the shadow is there or not, you are there. When the sun is on the top of the head, there is no shadow. Are you worried that there is no shadow? Oh, where is my shadow? My shadow dies. I also die. No? Your body is a shadow. When you are worried about the shadow, yeah, you got Bhava Roga. When you are not worried about the shadow, you don't have the Bhava Roga. When you don't have Bhava Roga, you are enlightened. You have become a Buddha. You have become a Jesus. Every Paramacharya has got away from Bhava Roga. So, Bhava Roga is the seed from which all other rogas come. All other rogas of the body and the mind and the intellect. All rogas of the body, the mind and the intellect, they vanish the moment the Bhava Roga vanishes. And ending of Bhava Roga is called as beginning of enlightenment, beginning of Buddhahood. Yes, GK.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, a few final words from Sagar, sir.
Sir, thank you very much for your wisdom, amazing answers to wonderful questions, sir. But my biggest takeaway is spiritual learning, spiritual wisdom is not for applying. It's more about becoming spiritual in actions, words, thoughts. That's a big learning, sir. And again, all wonderful questions about enlightenment, lifetimes. Really great. Every time we hear from you, we come here, okay, so there's no question to ask, but as people ask questions, there are a lot of things for us to even learn and get inspired. Really wonderful, sir. Thank you very much for this Tuesday satsang, sir. And we look forward to the next Tuesday for your satsang again. And thanks everyone. Thanks Varamurthy, sir. Thanks Shalini. Thanks Chandra. Thanks Relliance for joining from the water.
Thank you. Can't miss Patrisa's wisdom. So it was really a great combination of being in a beautiful place with such beautiful wisdom.
Correct, exactly. Wonderful. Thank you very much, masters. Thank you very much, friends. We'll meet next Tuesday. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So, dear friends, as we have been saying, this is every Tuesday, 7 a.m. Indian Standard Time, and it has been jointly organized by Pyramid Valley International, Shreyans Daga Foundation, PSSM Global, and Buddha Siva Quantum Foundation. So let us all hear from Patriji again on next Tuesday.
Right, Baba.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shalini. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So, dear friends, as many of you know, Pyramid Valley is open, and there have been a lot of residential programs which are happening from Pyramid Valley. We have been planning many residential workshops every weekend, and the sessions which are going to happen in the month of April are Clarity, which is a 2-day session, and also during the last weekend of April, we are going to have Spiritual Science Foundation Level 1 certification course. So all the details are available on our website, www.pyramidvalley.org. And if you have missed any past Tuesday sessions, there are many more wisdom nuggets from Patriji on Pyramid Valley YouTube channel. And we also have many more channels as Pyramid Meditation channels in Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, Hindi, Bengali, and many more languages. So please stay tuned with us and dip yourself always in spiritual science. Thank you, everyone.